Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. I know it sounds egotistical to say this, but lately, I've been feeling like this show is just the greatest. Every episode should be on a loop on everybody's playlist. If you disagree, then you should feel free to take a frozen, oversized banana and slam it in your bum. And if the tip hangs out and you start to pout, shove it all the way up, just jam it with your thumb. We take a lighthearted-ish approach at serious topics, hoping damage isn't done. And when I have to watch Tom do all the IT stuff, man, it isn't fun. We're always looking for a new guest and adding bits and pieces overall. But get ready for a social media overhaul. We're taking highlights, best ofs, and a cavalcade of clips. Maybe even a topless pic of Tommy showing he doesn't wear a bra and hasn't shaved his tits. It's going to be the Dr. Pimple Popper of photography. It'll be Tommy's triple whopper of visual robbery. But enough about what's coming soon to all you number niners. I'm ready right now to introduce the most highest master of vaginas. Tommy fucking Washington, what's been up, man? How are you? Hey, when I wrote this, before you answer me...
Highest master of vaginas?
That was supposed to be complimentary. Doesn't it kind of just sound like you are, in fact, the biggest vagina, which isn't my intention?
A little bit.
Anyways, that was complimentary.
Pat, what a fucking start.
Yeah.
We're an hour late.
Yep, that's true.
Had
some of IT stuff going on.
Yeah, so Pat, I left here 2 weeks ago. It was the last time we recorded at Pat's house.
That's true.
And I left here and nothing was put back together.
That's not true.
And I showed up today.
You said make sure you rearrange the room, and I rearranged the room quite exquisitely.
No mic set up, no... Yeah, nothing.
Remember the time that I set up the top?
If you're watching a live stream and you see where we're sitting, none of this stuff was here. It was just an empty space.
Now you're just lying.
The stuff on the walls was here.
Oh, so the two chairs that we added?
The two chairs, the coffee tables, the mics being set up.
They were 3 feet away in the other set that I created. So now we have 2 shows down here in a 10-foot square fucking space that I did all the work on.
Definitely bigger than 10 square feet.
Oh, that was even more work then.
But more importantly, the mics weren't set up. That was the main problem. Then when I went to go set up the mics, the computer decided it wanted to do an update.
Then let me ask you, who's the IT guy? I know it's one of us. Which one of us? Now, I set up an IT guy, full stages, including all this lovely decor that we have behind us.
Doesn't look like you set anything up, Pat.
That stuff was all from a different room
of
in my
house. If you could
house.
work on getting a fucking better chairs for this...
I will work on getting better chairs, though I will also say, for the entirety of the time that we've done the podcast, I've been sitting in a fucking wooden chair.
If it makes you feel better, at my house, I sit in a nice, comfortable computer.
You do?
Yeah.
I sit in what you're sitting in right now.
You could buy yourself a computer chair.
I will, and you will have nothing. You will sit in that.
I'll bring mine.
Okay.
I won't. Don't do that. Anyway. Hey, so what's going on, guys? Just another great episode.
So far, so good.
I have nothing to talk about. Do you?
I sent you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, do you know what you sent me? Because I don't.
I know it's all available at our fingertips.
That's not true, Pat, because the iPad that I was supposed to get was supposed to be delivered on Thursday, then it got moved to Friday. Now it's Monday.
Luckily for us, my iPad is right here.
Mine, meanwhile, it's probably sitting in a place that's 25 minutes from my house. From my house, anyway.
Oh my god, first off, did you watch the fucking video that I sent you of the dude getting beamed twice in the fucking funny bone? One in each funny bone?
No.
And then one in the head? No. It is the best video I've ever seen. And it's that, you know, that Bob Meanery or whatever his name is? That
Menery?
does the... Huh?
It's Menery.
Yeah, he does the fake commentary over stuff. It's so fucking funny. I'm gonna tell you the.
Have you ever seen the one of Nick Falk kicking the field goals for Tampa Bay?
No.
Dude, that's one of the funniest fucking videos.
Is he hitting him or missing him?
He's missing him.
Okay.
And he missed like 6 in the same game. It was fucking classic.
I remember that. Yeah. I don't remember the video, but I remember.
It's classic. Anyway, we got some mail, Pat. You want to do the mail time first?
Yeah, let's do the mail. You want to start with C-Rage? You want to start with Mason?
So the C-Rage came in from the last one. If you want to do... Well, I mean, we can just cover that as a news story.
All right. Well, do you want to do it now or do you want to do Mason?
We have actual emails that people sent in.
All right.
Like, not just
let's go to the emails.
All right. You sure?
I'm ready. I brought my stuff. I'm prepared.
Yeah, whatever. Go fuck yourself. Ooh, that's the wrong spot. This is such a flattering position of me, guys. You're welcome.
Well, you weren't fucking around. Mason sent a lot.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we got 2 pieces of mail in this week.
I guess we're starting with Mason's.
I'm gonna start with whatever one pops up on the screen first.
Okay.
Is in fact Mason's.
Okay. I have it here in front of me if you'd like me to. Mason, so we've branched out, obviously. We have the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. That's right here, right now. We have under the Number 9 with Tommy media.
It's Number 9 Media.
Number 9 media. We have your streaming element. What is that called?
Yeah, listen, I hate to break the news on this here podcast.
Yeah.
But Mason is no longer a gaming streamer.
What does that have to do with? I want to know the name of your streaming site.
Oh, it's my streaming site is Number 9 Media on Twitch.
All right.
That's NO9, the number, MEDIA on Twitch. So twitch.tv/NO9MEDIA. Go ahead, come and watch. We have a good time. Hit the follow button. Show us what's up.
I think that today, possibly, definitely this week, we will have the first of our new show, the interview show that I'll be doing.
Oh, yeah?
You're looking at me like that.
So when the fuck you
wanted to be the first interview.
Yeah, when the fuck are we going to record that?
Coincidentally, you're here.
Yeah, we have a lot of other stuff to do today, Pat.
Dude, we have 3.5 hours. We're golden.
If that.
Okay. Maybe not today. Definitely this week. Lot coming. But Mason has decided, I'm guessing under the Number 9 Media, that he is now the author of novels. So he sent us an email that is, I'm guessing, it's probably a rough draft. Maybe that's why he sent it to us. I haven't read a single word of it. I'm going strictly based off of character count. There's no fucking question in my mind that Mason is now an official author. So here's a little excerpt from Mason's newest novel. It's entitled Melting Snowflakes. Hey guys. So during your latest episode, Snowflakes, I was not able to pay full attention to the show, so I had to go back and listen to it again. And boy, am I glad I did. This gave me time to do a bit of research and comment on things that I would not have in the chat, but with a bit more time. Oh, that I would have in the chat, but with a bit more time. You were talking about things being made in the USA. I do agree that we should be doing more in-country instead of outsourcing to China. It would change the way we purchase a lot of things. For instance, hold on. First off, did we say that? Did we say we should only be buying American-made?
We kind of, we didn't say that we should only be buying American-made, but we made the connection that we should be buying stuff that's made in America.
Okay.
Or that we should, as America, we should be promoting manufacturing instead of outsourcing it to other countries.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I still agree with that. Okay. So, he says, for instance, Tom was saying how he just purchased an iPad. It has been said in the past that producing an iPhone in America would increase the cost by 200%. Using that formula, an iPad that is currently around $400, it would be instead around $80,000 due to the added fees. Hold on, I'm doing quick math.
Huh? Well, 100% of $329 is $329.
No. It would multiply by 200%. So that would be 8,000. No, okay. I think his math is sound.
I don't see why it's just 200% of 300. It'd be at $1,200.
No.
Yes.
Okay, if it was $100, right?
Yep.
And it was 10 times that cost, that'd be 1,000.
It's not 10 times. It's 100% more. 100%
I
of
think
$100 is $100.
Do you think that that's what he meant to put, or do you think that he meant a multiple?
It says it would cost by 200%.
Okay, increase the cost by 200%. So
that's
if it was $400, the increased cost would then be $800 and then be
$1,200.
At worst $1,600 if you doubled $800.
Yes.
He's saying it would be $80,000 due to the added fees, labor costs, and taxes. $80,000, enough to feed several small Chinese villages. The other thing that was said that I wanted to add my 2 cents to was if we make abortions illegal, it would be harder to get them. If you recall, in the cinematic masterpiece that is Dirty Dancing, a big part in the plot was the female character that almost died from a back alley abortion. That type of procedure will continue to happen, just not in sanitary conditions and without proper equipment and medication. Another great show. Signed 3. I think we made that point.
He should be 2.5 at this point.
I think the idea that we talked about this, it's the same as the gun argument. If guns are illegal, then people won't have guns. Well, no, that's not true. Bad people will continue to have guns. Good people will not have guns. And in the same sense...
So morally sound people will not get abortions, where the loosely moral girls will.
Right. People who are okay with breaking the law will continue to get abortions if they are, in fact, made illegal. That was
fucked up of me to say. I don't care one way or another if you get abortions, by the way.
No, it wasn't a reference to their desire for abortions. It was their desire to follow the law.
Well, I said morally. Like
I just assumed that was a reference to them being easy.
Sure. That too.
That's what I took from it.
Yeah. It didn't come out right. It was supposed to be a joke. It wasn't funny. Nothing's funny about abortions.
In everything that just happened. Do you remember this from Dirty Dancing? Do you remember the plot of Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, I don't think that part of the plot was the girl getting the abortion. I know it was brought up.
I don't remember that.
I do.
You know why? Because I haven't seen Dirty Dancing since I was old enough to make my own decisions. What the fuck is Mason doing right now?
The girl's father there?
Yeah, he doesn't put baby in the corner because Patrick Swayze says so, even though he's her fucking father.
Yeah, but he was a doctor and he went to go help the girl who had a abortion in a back alley.
Imagine, okay, we're going to make Colin gay in this scenario. Your son is homosexual.
Well, we don't have to make that up.
He's whatever, 15, 16. How old's the girl from Dirty Dancing? The one with the
16.
ugly nose. Yeah, okay. So he's 16. You're at a fucking wedding. Whatever, a dance of some sort. And Colin's boyfriend comes over to you. And he's like, nobody puts Colin in the corner.
I punch him right in the face.
Yeah. So if we're going to take the plot of this movie and pick something apart, it's certainly not going to be the back alley abortion. It's going to be the part of the movie where the father doesn't beat the shit out of Patrick Swayze. Now, maybe the only reason he doesn't attack Patrick Swayze in this is because he knows that Roadhouse is about to come out and he knows what a fucking badass Swayze is. But if that's not his excuse, he has no fucking leg to stand on.
He knows what a badass Swayze is.
Have you ever seen Roadhouse, bro? Dude, they walk into the fucking bar, and Swayze instantly does a little, like, a danger assessment and finds that this guy's got fucking spurs on his boots, and he cues the other bodyguards, like, hey, bouncers. He's like, hey, look, spurs on his boots. And then a very short period of time later, this guy goes to kick Swayze, who, of course, recognizes that the spurs are on the way, because he caught it when the guy walked in, and totally blocks the kick. This movie is logically sound and very well played. Dirty Dancing is a different story. This dad, other than if he knew about Roadhouse, should have beat the shit out of Swayze.
What would you rate Roadhouse on a scale of 1 to 10?
Are we rating it legitimately, or are we basing it on the best bad movies ever made? Because Roadhouse is, in fact, a bad movie.
Oh, no, it's a bad movie. You said it was logically sound and fantastic.
It's logically sound. So is Big Trouble in Little China.
Never seen
it. It's not. It's not logically sound. There's, like, people shoot lightning from their fingertips. I want the girl with the green eyes. It's a thrill ride, though. It's actually in the same exact category. Roadhouse and Big Trouble in Little China would make possibly the greatest double feature at a drive-in movie theater ever.
We got another email, Pat.
Let's do it. Holy shit! Yeah. Who wrote this one?
Fucking
Dizzy Whizzle. Holy fuck! He's joining Number 9 Media and also writing novels with fucking Mason. This is beautiful. You guys are writing such long emails.
Well, what it is everybody took so much time off on writing us emails on feedback.
That's a good point. If we broke this down by paragraph, Mason and Don have actually averaged 1 email per month for the last several decades.
Yes.
Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah, it's quite long.
Dip Dizzy Whistle. This one is titled Checking In. He says, "Guys, it's been a little since I wrote, so I figured I would take the time. Let me first start off by saying, guys, I love the Impromptu podcast, but you need some direction to go by. I listen to every podcast, and as of late, I will say they are drifting off into nothing land. Keep the segments going. Stay on task, Thami. Can't wait to see the plan to inflict pain on each other. What it is. If he listens to the podcast, how does he not know what the fucking plan is?
We never told anybody.
Really?
Yeah, it's a highly kept secret.
Oh, well.
I like it.
I thought we talked about it.
No.
On other topics. Let's start off by saying I don't like rap. Never was a big fan of rap, just not my style. But I will say this Tom MacDonald kicks ass. Agreed. I have at least 5 of his songs at this point, and listen to him on a regular basis. The truth that he speaks is unnerving. I am a huge patriot of this country, and I love my country, and I see it fall apart as it makes me nervous. I've now started to prepare for the worst case scenario. I guess you could say I have become a prepper of sorts, stockpiling and ammunition and guns and other survival items. As the cost of every little item increases, the stress level of people to care for their family increases. That's not fair to the American people. Or, safe as people are pushed to their limit. It's not fair to the American people or safe, as people are pushed to their limits to protect theirs. That's my little rant for the day. I hope you guys have a great day and have a great podcast. And Dip Dizzy Whistle for life." He definitely put Dip Dizzy Whistle.
Yeah, sure did. It's Wizzle. Wizzle. Not making fun of you at all, Don. Just,
And then he said, I'm sure that was Siri. He says, "Oh, thanks again, Pat, for hooking up our guy, Dip." Yeah, you're very welcome, and so is he. I love our boy, T-Bix. So, I mean, here's the thing, right? Let's talk feedback, because if we don't get a lot of feedback, which we don't get a ton of feedback, other than, like 4 or 5 people who consistently tell us how the last episode was, which is helpful, very helpful, because it's the only thing we have to go on. So we haven't been using an outline lately. That is factual, because Tommy kind of wanted to do like a freestyle format, which I'm not against at all. Why'd you look at me like that?
I never said that.
Oh, there are several episodes where you were like, let's just freestyle, man. Let's just, do it old school, I believe is the terminology used.
I do not recall these conversations. Sometimes I feel like I say stuff and you, have a interpreter in your brain. Like, I speak a different language and you're
Well, there's no fucking question so far. You're right. Continue.
And the interpreter in your brain misrepresents what I've said.
So what you're saying...
I've actually said multiple times that we need an outline, and you just stop writing.
What you're saying is you no longer...
The one contribution that you had to the show was that you do the intros, which you've been doing.
Well, that's one.
And then the other one is...
How can I have so many ones?
The 2 contributions that you do to the show is the intros and the outlines. And you stopped doing the outlines.
And to be fair, I didn't start doing the outlines until halfway through. So, I mean, really, that's a variable contribution to begin with.
Well,
I've always written the intros.
Okay. So we're on the same page. You don't contribute to the show.
It's difficult, man. I got so much going on. With the television and the movies and the video games, it's hard to find extra time to contribute to work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I understand. It's tough.
Can I tell you how far behind I am on wrestling? I don't know what the next pay-per-view is. I don't know when the next pay-per-view is. I'm pretty sure it's Hell in a Cell, which means I definitely want to watch it. And it's just going to let me down. Wrestling has become like this.
Why? I thought the last one was pretty good.
What was the last one?
Backlash.
No. You thought Backlash was good?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Based on what? Like the actual wrestling?
Dolph Ziggler got his ass kicked. That was good.
Okay.
What was the main event?
Reigns versus...
Oh, yeah, with the Uso brother there. And then at the end, your boy there came out. Seth Rollins. Yep, there you go. Came out and stomped somebody, I think.
So now we've got Reigns versus Cesaro coming up. Unless, was that Reigns versus Cesaro?
Yes.
Or was it Daniel Bryan?
No, I think he's going to fight Daniel Bryan this time.
Well, he fought Daniel Bryan leading up to Cesaro. Oh, you know what? Fuck, man, this is what I'm saying. I haven't followed it. I got to get back into wrestling. I'm very bad at it, but it lets me down so frequently that I might as well be calling it an ex-girlfriend at this point. It's habitually disappointing.
Or a current girlfriend.
My current girlfriend does not let me down. That's very fucked up.
Yeah.
You say yeah? Wow. Elizabeth, if you're listening, and I know you're not because you're not allowed to, that's fucked up.
She's listening to one of our shows later.
Yeah, I said that to her because she was like, I'm not allowed to listen to the show. Her brother started listening, Johnny.
Fantastic.
Johnny, who I vehemently, as soon as he said it, he came over to me yesterday, and he put his arm around me, and he was like, hey, man, started listening to your show on Spotify, and I was like, don't listen to the fucking show, Johnny. And he was like, oh, no, it's good. I started at the beginning. You guys were having trouble with the mics. I was like, stop there, Johnny. Don't listen to the fucking show. And I'm positive he's going to listen to this fucking show. The turmoil that's coming. I can't wait.
What? What's the problem?
We have a lot of sex talk.
You don't think he's never had sex?
Probably not with his sister.
Do you think he doesn't enjoy the sex?
I assume that if it was with his sister, he would not. Not because of her. I'd like to point that out. I just think that it would be weird for him.
Do you think that he doesn't think that you fucked his sister?
I don't think he thinks about it.
Well,
Like, I don't think Johnny looks at me and he's like, wow, look at that 250 to 300, depending on the day, pound tub of just mass and fat and shit. I bet on a hot day they turn the AC off and just sweat fuck the bejesus out of each other.
Ugh.
I don't see him picturing me in a sauna having sex with his sister.
Do you guys do that? Turn off the AC and have sex? So
No, what the fuck? I would die, Tom. I might as well put a gun to my head.
I got something I want to add, but I want to close out mail time.
You want to add to what?
I got something out about us being fat.
Why don't you, if it's relevant to the conversation, just say it.
It's not relevant to mail time, though.
Oh my god, you at the mail time.
Dip thinks that we should have segments better planned.
Okay, let's finish this segment for Dip Dizzy Whistle.
I'm just gonna let some dead air in there for Dip.
So that he knows that the segment's over?
No, I'm gonna put it in the mail time close on that.
Okay.
We need time on here. Yeah.
I don't think this is a good approach to getting extra time.
Oh, okay.
How'd that work out for you?
Shut the fuck up. You know, work out better if we weren't right up against your fucking AC duct.
I don't understand why you're hating on my AC duct.
Because
Anybody watching from home, that, oh, hold on. That right there is the AC duct, if you can see it. I think my AC duct's fucked up, actually. It's not blowing out very cold air.
but in your duct, right?
AC itself, right.
I mean, your house is very comfortable, so
Yeah, but it's not freezing tits, and I'd like it to be. I'd like my nipples to be breaking computer monitors right now. What'd you do? You what?
it's a
Oh.
All right, so what was the last day we recorded? Wednesday?
Yep.
Wednesday we had Phobic in the chat, and
Yep.
he got in and said how fat I was.
Yep.
Remember that? So I get a call on Tuesday morning at work from Phobic, and he just goes off about how fat I am.
Yep.
And then I had to go because I was at work. And then the little motherfucker calls me on my way home from work and rips me apart for the next half hour about how fat I am.
Because it's unhealthy?
remember when I got back from Disney and I was like, hey,
Oh, I remember, Tom.
I didn't fit in that thing, and
Yep.
I'm depressed and I'm fat.
It was heartbreaking, and you were going to make a change.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I explained to him, I have made small changes to my life. Like, before I was telling you, instead of getting a whole grinder for lunch, I'm getting a sandwich on a hard roll, and I'm having that for lunch instead.
Okay.
There are other things that I need to adjust. Like, I'm pretty sure, I was telling Erica this the other day, I'm pretty sure I have a gluten allergy.
That's funny.
Because
Makes sense.
if I eat a lot of bread...
You just swell right up.
No. Well, I can tell you this, if I cut out bread, I'll de-bloat like that.
Yeah, me too.
But it's not only that. I get severely stuffy if I eat a lot of bread.
Interesting.
Like, I'm not saying like pasta or something, but say I go to McDonald's or Burger King and I have a couple like double cheeseburgers or something like that.
Yeah.
And some fries or something. After that, instantaneously stuffy, start sneezing. It's a whole fucking thing.
That's weird.
I'm pretty sure I have a gluten allergy. And that's no excuse for me being fat.
When I saw my doctor, I don't know, 2 years ago, about my weight and about my breathing, one of the things she said was that people think that fast food is unhealthy, and she said that's not entirely inaccurate, but the surprising fact about fast food is the worst part of fast food is the bread, because it's jam-packed with sugars, artificial sugars, and that's why...
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why you're so consistently drawn. And we can actually, I will say right now, there's not a fast food place in the world that has really good bread. It just doesn't exist. Not that I know of, anyways.
No, like their buns are mediocre at best.
Yeah, maybe Wendy's is the best. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe the Whopper, because it's sesame seed and there's some kind of texture to it.
There's nothing better than a Whopper.
Yeah, but so how much would you miss if you ate a Whopper without the bun?
No, dude, when I'm cutting carbs out of my diet, like trying to cut them out pretty much 100%, like where you're eating carbs in like fruit or something like that, I get it all the time. I'll get a Whopper with no bun.
Yeah.
Typically a double Whopper, no bun, because you need at least 2 patties.
The problem, as we know, is that sugar is as addictive as, or more addictive than, cocaine, and triggers the same part of your brain. So you're drawn to those things, and it's very difficult for myself or yourself to not fucking eat shitty shit. I will actually go into a meal eating shitty shit, saying, like, this is the last time. After this, I'm not going to eat this shit again.
And then the next day you're having lunch at the same place.
Yeah, but that's the exact same conversation that an addict has with themselves. All right, I'm going to shoot up, but tomorrow it starts.
I explained to my brother that I'm a food addict. I'm addicted to food. And he was not very happy that I used that, and then just started to berate me even more.
Yeah, the difference is...
He's like, I don't need your fucking excuses. You're fucking fat. Stop being fat. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
and I said,
have you considered taking up heroin in an attempt to run out of money so you can't afford all the food?
Well, heroin is quite cheap, and the amount that I spend on food...
So use more of it, Tom.
Well, then I would die, Pat.
Use a lot in small doses, bro. God, I gotta think of everything.
I'd rather not do the heroin thing.
All right. I don't know, short of like a challenge, maybe we can involve more people, but I need the competition is what fuels me, or being single. I mean, if Liz and I broke up today, God knows I would just drop 50 pounds again. That's what I do every time I break up with somebody.
Well, I think that's part of it too, right? Is obviously...
You're comfortable.
Yeah, me and my wife are extremely comfortable with each other. I had to think about how I want to word
Hey,
that.
do you guys use the bathroom at the same? Like, will you be in the bathroom while she's dropping a dooski?
No.
Does she go in the bathroom when you're dropping the dooski?
No.
I gotta tell you, this is more popular than it should be. If you use the bathroom while your significant other is in the bathroom,
please
get the fuck out.
Yeah, you don't do that, right?
No, that's actually one of the first things I discuss with a girl, is you will not at any point go to the bathroom with me in the bathroom or enter the bathroom while I'm urinating or defecating. It is absolutely not okay with me.
The urinating, I'm fine.
Now, here's the thing. Would you drink Erica's piss?
If it turned around, sure.
All right, that was a surprise answer. My point here is the body has specific functions, and I understand that the body has those functions, but I never want to make it real, okay? So, like, if I am going to go down on a girl, I don't want to know anything else that happens. Like, if you're on your period, I should not watch you exchange your tampon for a new one. Like, that is not okay with me, because I, at some point in the future, will be putting my mouth back where that came from. So, we create some kind of segregation between bathroom life and bedroom life, and we never let the streams cross, like in Ghostbusters.
Pat, segregation is not okay.
Segregation, in this particular conversation, segregation is not only okay, it is recommended. If you shit while your significant other is in the bathroom, I hope they never, ever eat your ass again. I mean that wholeheartedly.
I don't think you should be eating ass either way.
What the fuck? It's an erogenous zone. Why would you not?
I've done it.
It's packed with nerve endings, Tom. Chicks dig it.
I think you dig it.
Eating ass?
Having your asshole eaten.
I do not. I one time was convinced by a girl that I would thoroughly enjoy it. It lasted about a second and a half.
We've already had this discussion on the show.
Yeah, I can't do it, man.
You farted in her mouth, didn't you?
I wish I did.
That'd be so fucking gross. You ever have a girl fart in your face while you're going down there?
Tom, you already know the answer to that. A girl farted directly into my mouth while I was tossing her salad. Same girl purposely pushed a queef into my mouth while I was eating her out.
Nice.
Disgusting.
That's funny.
Absolutely disgusting. I will say, after, 10 months of dating Miss Elizabeth, she was rubbing my back the other day. She was sitting on my butt, rubbing my back, and she adjusted, and when she adjusted, she let a fart go. And I have not let it go, and I keep talking about how she farted inside me. And she was instantly mortified, which I, instead of being compassionate about, latched onto and just ripped her to shreds about how disgusting she was.
You're a horrible person.
Listen, this is the same guy who, like, when I'm, up in the morning, but I'm not really up, like I'm just laying there in bed, I will scoot my butt over to her side of the bed and fart against her, and she will wake up from it. So, it's not like...
You're a horrible person.
It's not like this is unheard of in the relationship. She's never farted in front of me. She moves and coincidentally toots, and I'm just a complete dick about it. That's where we're at.
I hope she farts in your mouth.
Why would you hope that, Tom?
Because you deserve it.
That is foul.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Pat?
Tons of stuff that I sent to you.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for you, I don't have anything in front of me, Pat.
Yep.
This is what happens on Sundays when we do shows at your house.
Well, C-Rage.
This is why I had to order a fucking iPad.
Yeah, how's this my fault? We've been at my house for about a month now.
I ordered my iPad fucking 3 weeks ago.
You're still completely unprepared. And somehow, it's my fault.
Pat, whenever we are unprepared, it's your fault. As long as you understand.
C-Rage.
Pat, do you want to talk about, before we go any further with this, do you want to talk about the upcoming, the stuff that we're going to work on today? The exciting new stuff coming to the podcast?
I do. So, we'll start with the Who's. So, yourself, myself, and one Colin T. Washington. Well, if you're Thomas J., he's going to be Colin T.
You're an idiot.
I don't need to know anybody's real middle name. They just sound good. Colin T. Washington will be mixing some videos for us, some best ofs, some highlights of...
Did I show you the video that he posted on YouTube?
You did not.
Oh, I wonder if I can get that. Here, you keep talking. I'm going to see if I can go find it.
All right. So we'll have some videos that will hit social media. He can give those to me. I'll put them up on the gram, the Instagram, if you will, if you're up to date and hip. They'll be on our Facebook page. I assume you could do something with your streaming thing, a similar thing, so it's not just the podcast. And with the interview show coming out, we'll be able to do clips of that as well. Hopefully he can capture the funnier parts of the show, or theme them, hey, this is every time fart in your mouth was said. Because I think that's a good assignment for your 13-year-old kid. We should assign him the task of finding every time somebody talks about farting in somebody else's mouth. Are you going to have to explain things to him as we do this? Like, when he is putting together a clip and he comes to you and he's like, hey, Dad, what's a queef? Are you prepared to have that conversation?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, just, it's your idea to do this.
Yeah, but at the same time...
Looks like episode 81 there. Oh, that's the full episode?
That's us recording live now.
Okay. Where's this clip that your son posted?
I'm looking for it, bud.
Okay.
For it. If you can keep talking, that'd be great.
Oh, let's see. I kind of ran into a wall.
We have a lot of sayings about
There's
work.
a video Tom's
Like,
now watching on YouTube.
there's no
live on the
substitute
stream,
for hard work.
Titled, I lost my baby.
Just do what you love.
What the fuck is going on?
That's definitely playing over. That played into the show. So that was an ad for something that popped up before the video.
You were watching an advertisement for a YouTube video called I Lost My Baby, and it is now permanently on the number 9.
Forever.
Great. That's perfect. I see there's us live. I see a Pat McAfee footage of Tebow as a tight end video.
Here's the thing.
What I do
can't
not
find
see.
this stupid kid's his YouTube page. I can't find it. It's supposed to be Leverage, but
Leverage is the name of the video?
No, his YouTube name is Leverage.
Oh, okay.
Which is fucking stupid, but
Why did he choose Leverage?
I don't know, man. He thinks he's good at Fortnite or something. I don't know. It's FM Leverage.
I'm guessing that it's Leverage because after you allow him to make these videos, he will have leverage over you for allowing him to enter such a toxic environment. I'm just guessing.
So see, it says here, Leverage has subscribed to your channel. So he's subscribed to our channel,
Yeah.
but I can't find his channel.
You can't click the link that says Leverage, like, oh, let's go check out this
No,
guy
I
that's
tried
subscribed. Oh, okay.
I tried that. Thank you.
Do you want me to call him and see if we can get more info?
Hold on.
Leverage Fortnite?
Bam, found it.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not him.
Oh,
wait,
right.
is this him?
155 subscribers, 15 videos.
Oh yeah, this is.
Is this your kid?
Yeah, I think so.
He has a video titled Love Sofa.
I don't know.
That's interesting. I'm gonna see if we can't get your son on the podcast today.
He's with his grandparents.
Oh no, I don't care.
I know that you don't care. So here's the other thing, right?
So what you're saying is I should not call him. All right, I won't. I won't call him again. Huh, taking him a while.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey.
Hey, so you're live on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a little thing your dad and I do. We're trying to find you on the YouTube. That's one of these social media sites. What would we type in to find you on the YouTube?
Can I just send you a video?
You
I
could
want
answer the goddamn question.
Here's the thing, Colin. I want the video that you made for us that you posted on your YouTube page.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But it's not on here anymore.
Could you just tell us how to find it?
Yeah, I can send you it. Unless you want me to tell you how to find the channel.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, do that. That's a great idea.
Okay, so you're going to type in Leverage the YouTube search bar.
Yep.
Okay. And then you're going to go to Channels.
Oh, okay. I see the word channels. Tom, you want to delete the word Fortnite. Okay.
Or you can search up,
No, let's go with what you've already come up with. Okay, so we're on.
Alright.
We're gonna go to channels now at the top, Tom.
So you're going to go
I
down
don't see
and
where it
see
says
that thing with like a blue background that says Leverage.
All right, hold on. So, when you did this, it was an option up here before. So I hit leverage. Where's channels?
It says sort by, and then you can click Channel.
Okay,
Oh.
so the filters, and then channels. Okay, and then it's a blue circle.
Yeah.
Is it just a capital L with a triangle next to it?
No, that's different. It's a blue, like, circle. It has a blue misty kind of background, right? And, it has Leverage
word leverage is on it?
Keep going now.
Yeah.
It's right there.
I
Okay.
think you scream it says capital L leverage. And then
Holy shit beans. Did you have 53 subscribers?
Yeah.
Damn, kid. Killing it. Killing it over there.
I also have like 250 views on one video.
Woo, woo. My man.
Alright, you ready?
Alright, I believe we have pulled up the video, young Colin. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. And you have a wonderful time with your grandparents.
Alright, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, so this is the video that he made for us. We're not going to be able to hear it. All they can do. It says
Okay,
new
so it
editor.
says new editor for Number 9 with Tommy podcast. This is the effect is great. This is you playing video games. A Warzone victory. I don't know what Warzone is. It says go sub now. I assume that means sub. Oh, there's a picture of me driving a staple. Oh, a video of me driving a staple into my leg. Okay. Dude, that's dope. The whole background effect thing that they got going on. Is that okay? So we're like halfway through. This is pretty short. It says family members. Does he know how to spell family?
Probably not.
We might need an editor for the editor. This is
he said something in there like, "Oh, I'm doing this because I'm their family member or something."
Oh, okay. Did he say family member or did he say family
Which I
member?
told him was fucking stupid. I was like, "Why would you do that? Just like nobody cares."
Because he's embarrassed. He's like, listen, I understand that this podcast sucks, but I'm doing it because I'm family. Like I have to, guys. I'm
he's
forced.
saying because he's like, "What? You don't think it's weird that there's some like 12-year-old kid that's editing a grown man's videos?" I'm like, it doesn't. First off, they don't have to know that you're a fucking little kid. Second off, who gives a fuck, dude? You have your first job.
Yeah, he's got 2 solid points though. I mean, I also agree with your point, but it seems like you guys are having a very logical conversation there.
Yeah, I told him. I was like, I would take that part out of your video. It seemed like it was a very long video there for what I think you should have added more clips in.
Yeah, less background stuff, more clippy clip.
Yeah,
I agree.
I like the beginning, and then if he put more clips of us,
I love the effects.
maybe if he put the video of you rubbing a peanut butter jelly on you, fucking solid.
Peanut butter jelly time, yep. Tom, I'm going to tell a little story, and the reason I'm going to tell the story is because it's going to segue into what I'm about to do. And I don't feel bad because you just abandoned me and left me just talking by myself while you search for that. But this morning, I changed my coffee order. Butter pecan coffee is back at Dunkin' Donuts, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys have tried this, but if you haven't tried the flavor, it's incredible. And it took me away from my Almond Joy coffee. So when you asked me what I wanted today, I told you a large butter pecan iced coffee, and you went and got the butter pecan iced coffee, but you also asked me, is that Liz's coffee? To which I did not reply. And when you showed up, you had what you thought was Liz's coffee order, as well as my go-to coffee order. So I'm going to walk away now. I'm going to get my other coffee because I got 2 large iced coffees from you this morning, which I really appreciate. And it's staying chilled in the fridge, and I finished my butter pecan. I'm going to go get my Almond Joy. I'll be right back, buddy.
Well, luckily for me, Pat, see, watch this. Oh, look at that.
How's the live stream, bro?
We have nobody watching, so it's cool.
Entertaining the masses.
The masses, he says. So how's everybody doing today? Good? Good? Nobody's watching? Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Fuck yeah.
You're welcome, Pat.
It's a good day.
Well, Pat, you made it back really fast there.
Time you cheated. Oh, Colin texted me. What do you think he wants?
Probably said, do you like my video, man?
I'm going to deny having called him. Let me say I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
So anyway.
Was it good? Was what? Good.
You should tell him you should figure out how to spell family.
Nope, I'm just going to pretend like I have no fucking clue what he's talking about and I didn't call him. We'll see how far I can take this.
Alright. Pat, so last episode we talked about the Tom McDonald song, Snowflakes. And
We sure did.
I admittedly said I hadn't listened to it much. I had only listened to it the one time.
Right.
It is now, I listened to it on repeat on my way home the other day from work. I have to tell you, it's probably one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life.
So your son said the video, and I said, what video, pal? Again, I am just going to pretend like I wasn't the one who called him. And just so you know, my dad ran like a little girl when you stapled yourself.
I saw the video.
Oh my god. He's now saying, oh my god, you know what I'm talking about. You might be too old to pull this prank out. I'm kidding. It was great.
Learn how to spell.
Welcome to the family.
He's never going to pick up on it. He's going to think he spelled it right.
That's right, guys. Here on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast today, we're picking on a 13-year-old for spelling things wrong.
12-year-old.
Fuck you if you got a problem. 12-year-old. Fuck you if you got a problem with it.
So, Pat, I think I agree with Dizzy. I think we need to get back into the word game.
Oh, the segments, you mean?
Yes.
Well, okay, so we've discussed. Today we are going to do a revamp, a facelift, a remodel, if you will, to the format of the show. So here's why we fell off, right? And I guess I'll take the blame, even though I think it's mutually.
It's definitely mutual. I mean, we're both busy people.
But what happens is we shoot on Sundays and Tuesdays. Shoot on Tuesdays, Sundays and Wednesdays. So every once in a while, I'll have like a Saturday night where I get like an hour or two to work, or like a Sunday morning, and I rush through and I put together enough stuff for either that day or the 2 episodes that week. Outside of that, I really don't have much time. And what happens is we run out of shit for each segment. So we run a segment dry, we ride that horse till it breaks down, and then we just leave it in the fucking desert dying. So today we're going to take some time. We're going to put together longer lists of ideas and what we can do in each segment so we won't leave the segment behind in the dust. And that way we're prepared more. We have more kind of ammo in the clip, right?
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? And I think all of you listening could appreciate this. Pat and I both work a full-time job, and when we say full-time, we mean it's like full-time and a half. We're working...
Yeah, I don't think I've ever worked 40 hours. Not just at this job. I don't think I've ever worked 40 hours in my life.
No. So, I mean, with drive time and everything, you're talking over 60 hours a week.
I drive 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Every day.
So it's
and
20 hours.
I'm not on the clock for that.
Yeah. Or 10 hours a week. Or for you, 12, because you're doing 6 days. So it's hard to... Now, listen, if you guys donated to the show more, number9podcast.com, go down there, there's a donate button. You can hit that and throw some coin. Hey, the goal is to be able to quit those full-time jobs and do this full-time, where we could bring you...
I'd like to point out that as Tommy's goal, I plan on working till the day I die with a big smile on my face.
You're a fucking retard.
That's
well,
not very
see,
nice.
here, Pat, here's the thing, right? If this is big enough, we can be like Pat McAfee and have a daily show on YouTube.
That's true. I would do it right after work. I don't understand how people, even retirees, they've earned it, don't get me wrong. I strongly encourage everybody to retire as soon as they have the opportunity. Don't stay at work. But what do you do?
Well,
you know what? A better example would be like an unemployed person. What the fuck do you do with your time?
I'm not even saying that, Pat, but if this was our full-time job,
okay, sure.
That's your job.
Sure, yeah. And then I would give it, a full, solid 26, 27 hours a week. And what?
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's...
I'm sure that would be plenty. I mean, we're piecing this bitch together right now with counting the time that we actually record, probably 4 hours a week. And we're putting out 2 shows that are an hour apiece.
Easy. So if we had more time to spend, 3 hours in the morning before a show to do research and put things together.
Yeah, well, I don't think we should do it before the show. I think we should do it after the show for the next show, so that we didn't just talk about it by the time we start recording it.
So here's the thing, Pat, and I've explained this to you, and I think you're a little. The problem is that we're in an internet-based business here.
Yeah.
Okay. If we don't talk about it within the first 10 hours of it happening, it's fucking old news.
Okay, I'm with you. So maybe a short period of time before the show to recap what we're about to talk about. Like, hey, did you see this shit happen?
Yeah.
Like this cop got attacked by a flying dildo. Not kidding. That's coming up in this episode. If we don't,
the name of the show. I'm so excited.
yeah, it's just raining dildos on cops. What if he was a detective? Because they're called dicks. Dicks, right? A private dick. Isn't that what it is? I'm almost positive.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my god, what'd you just spill? Oh, this is the only carpeted fucking floor in my entire house, and you're over here knocking shit over like an asshole.
It's a cup of pens.
Your son's response to, I'm kidding, it was great, welcome to the family, was thank you. Just saying.
Classic. Listen, I'm not raising a scholar by any means. He's a lot like his dad. He can't spell or read. In that case, a lot like his mom.
Is Dick a nickname for a detective?
No, that's not a fucking thing.
The word dick is a long-time slang term for detective. I knew I was right. So it's literally raining dicks on dicks.
I have never heard of someone refer to a detective as a dick.
Really?
Unless they were, in fact, a dick in the personality.
To be fair, if we changed the I to a Y, you'd never heard the term dyke until like 3 weeks ago.
I've heard of the term dyke. I never knew it was offensive.
Okay. Well, dick is not offensive.
I'm the one that came out and said dyke.
Now you're getting the word dick in a non-offensive way. You can call detectives
I find that
dicks.
I don't think you can.
Why?
I think if you walked up to a detective and said, "Hey, what's up, dick?" they would not be happy with that.
I think if you walked up to a detective and said, "Are you a dick?" his answer would be yes. What? That's a nickname for detective. Don't make it something it's not.
See, Pat, here's the thing. I know you very well, and I know how you meant it.
This week on the Detective Files. So let's jump right into this story. The sheriff attacked by a flying dildo riding a drone. If you're not clear, that is a dong on a drone. Nobody expects a flying dildo, but that's exactly what confronted Albuquerque Sheriff Manuel Gonzalez III, whose campaign for mayor was dramatically interrupted at an event on Tuesday by a large sex toy attached to a drone. The drone hovered toward Gonzalez as he was answering a confrontational question from a member of the audience, and it provoked nervous laughter from the crowd of about 70 people. Gonzalez attempted to continue muddling through his answer as a woman in the audience asked, "Is that a dong on a drone?" Oh, there's video. That's fantastic. The offending object was then snatched. Oh my God, who wrote this article? Oh God, we got the drone by snatching from the air by a man identified in the press as the owner of the establishment hosting the event, Revel Entertainment Center. The incident resulted in criminal charges for 24-year-old Kaylin Ashby Dreyer, who has reportedly been accused of punching Gonzalez on his hands during a brief scuffle at the foot of the stage after the flying dildo was grounded and Dreyer tried to retrieve it. Dreyer has been charged with petty misdemeanor battery and misdemeanor resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer, according to the Albuquerque Journal. Dreyer reportedly told the police that he didn't mean to hit Gonzalez, but was upset by the way the sheriff answered a question and had meant to swing his fist in the air. Gonzalez is, I can picture this happening. I really can picture this happening. This guy puts his hands in the air, and the other dude's hands were out.
You think he was waving them like he just didn't care?
It's possible. But the incident may be more complex than it appears, and it remains unclear who exactly was behind the dildo drone. Gonzalez has pointed the finger of blame at his political opponent, Albuquerque Mayor Tim Keller. Keller has denied any involvement. This is a great campaign. Like, normally they slander each other. You know, like, oh, you know, Trump's a racist. Oh, Biden's falling asleep at the pulpit. You know, he doesn't know what he's doing. This guy's like, he's such a dick, it literally rains dicks on him. This is fantastic. By now, people have seen the video where Manny was interrupted by a drone with an adult toy attached to it. No question it was disruptive, rude, and immature. We denounce demeaning antics and urge residents to participate in the political process in a respectful manner. I hope, Tom, and I mean this wholeheartedly, this Tim Keller, involved or not, I don't give a fuck, because it's funny. I don't care who you are. I hope that when he has his next public appearance, somebody drops a pocket pussy on him. I really do. Like, these two are really fucking up the stage, right? I got dicks, I got pocket pussies. Like, maybe, you know, like somebody just, like, comes with a squirt gun of lube and shoots them both.
You think they'll snatch that off the stage?
I don't know. They may have a hard time. I'm just not sure. I think this is a wonderful story. Sent in by Sea Rage. Thank you, Sea Rage. We appreciate you.
All right. So that's been sitting in a mailbox for 2 weeks. We can finally delete that one.
Yeah, for the record, they've already had another meeting by this point, or another campaign by this point. But maybe the next one. Maybe the next one will get a pocket pussy, and that would be wonderful for me. No, that's the Bob Menery thing. Are you sure it's Menery?
Yeah. Monterey, whatever.
Monterey Jack Cheese.
All right, Pat. I'd say this is a good place to end it, man.
Okay, so you don't want to do the 9,000 other things that I sent you? You want to stop there?
Yeah, we can stop here. See, Pat, here's the problem. Because we're not set up properly in this studio yet, it's hard for me to get the things that you send in on the email onto the live stream. And then, like I said, I don't have things.
Couldn't you do that before we get set up, or do you have to do it here?
I have to do it here, so it's on this computer.
Okay. Well, you know what? I guess you have a pretty solid excuse.
I do. I typically do. Again, these things will become easier as we evolve through. Once again, we appreciate everybody listening. It's been...
Can we, real quick, since Dip Dizzy was the one segments... Dip Dizzy was the next episode, which is coming to you live Wednesday at 7 p.m. or on your normal delivery Thursday morning. If you're not going for
I thought we were going to do it Wednesday.
Well, they'll still get it Thursday. When are we going to record? Tomorrow night? Are we going to do it Monday at 7?
We can talk about it after. We'll have it
Eventually, this will be coming to you live at a 7 o'clock time, and then it will drop on our Thursday regularly scheduled time. You will hear our talk about this article, which is from the 12th of June, so it's only 1 day old at this point. Federal judge halts Biden administration program that discriminated against white farmers, saying a lawsuit could be successful. I think that is something that we'll get into, but the answer to the systemic racism problems that have been brought up has consistently been being racist in the opposite direction. We watched the pendulum swing.
Okay, let me ask something real quick, because I've never asked you this, but it's been in the news a lot lately. How do you feel about them teaching kids in school about...
critical race theory?
Yes.
Survivor. This is the next thing we'll be talking about. Survivor of, I'm going to say Mao's China. So that's, I'm guessing, an emperor of China. I don't know what they have in China. She says critical race theory is racist. China used wokeness to install communism. So we'll get into critical race theory. Has been shut down fully in a couple places, Florida being the most recent.
What are the chances that listen, guys, I know that seemed awfully
planned,
staged.
That was not planned.
That was not planned at all. I love it. Like, that's the chemistry that we have on the number 9 with
we're probably going to get off the air right now and just fuck each other.
Probably with no lube.
Well, you mean take the fun away?
Huh?
Make it hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
Ugh.
No lube.
I just looked at you while we were having this conversation. I regret it. When we were looking forward, it was much easier to have this back and forth. Next episode we'll talk in segment form for Dip Dizzy Whistle about both critical race theory. I actually have an article pulled up I have not touched yet, but I looked up the argument. You know, what are the pros and cons of critical race theory? What the fuck is critical race theory? Can somebody explain to me why critical race theory is better than the current system of education? So I know nothing about it. I know like the very rough amount that you hear in the media. So I'm going to dig a little deeper, and we'll have that conversation next episode on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. I say, go ahead.
Good day.
I say good day.
I say good day.
No, but that's my thing.
What?
Why are you
Why'd
making
you why'd you pause?
Because you're being weird. Why are you being weird?
What?
Look at this. We talk about having sex with each other, and Tom can't even. His voice is all high. He's sweating. He just rang out his fucking sweat towel. He carries a sweat towel, guys. He carries a sweat towel.
You ever see those guys? Oh my god. Who the fuck does that? You know, the fucking big guy there that you know at work? He works over in the other department. Yeah, he works. I see him in the shop the other day. He's like, hey man, you should get one of those cooling towels. They really work. And I'm like, huh? First of all, dude, I'm in fucking AC all day. What the fuck do I need a cooling towel for? But you're that fat that you need a fucking cooling towel?
He's really rocking a cooling towel. Are they wet?
Yeah, you wet them and then they like hold the moisture in all day and they're supposed to keep it cool.
That sounds awful. Like the idea of sweating, the downside of sweat is that you're wet. So your solution to that is to be wet?
That'd be like saying you don't want to get in a pool because you're wet.
No, I don't want to get in a pool because I'm wet. I want to get in a pool because I'm overheating. I get in the pool to cool down.
Yeah, that's the point of the towel.
Yeah, but the problem with sweating is that you're soaking your clothing.
I don't think it's like dripping wet. I think you like get it wet, wring it out. It's damp. You put it on.
I don't know. You know, I don't give a fuck. If it's 150 degrees outside, I still ask for the hot towel when I go get my haircut, if it's at one of the places that does the hot towel. That shit feels so good. You know what I'm talking about? Do you ever go to one of those places?
I've never, ever asked for a hot towel. I've been offered a hot towel, and I'm like, get the fuck away from me, I gotta go.
Really?
Yeah, what the fuck's the point?
Well, it cleans up the hair. It cleans you, it gives you a good wiping.
So does the blower. They use a hairdryer and blow off the hair.
Hold on. You get a blower when you go to get your haircut? I gotta go where you're going.
Yeah, they take a fucking hairdryer and blow the hair off.
No, that's not what I thought we were talking about. It's less exciting.
I wasn't going to the Chinese place.
She would get a lot of hair in her mouth.
I wasn't going to the Chinese massage parlor to get a fucking haircut.
Wow. Asian racism here on the Number 9 with Tommy
That's not
podcast.
Asian racism.
You said a Chinese massage parlor.
That's where they give the happy endings.
So only Chinese women can jerk you off?
Asian. Does that make you feel better?
Oh, no. That's just as bad. Oh, my God. Your solution
It's typically the Asians
to being
that do it.
anti-Chinese now is being anti-Asian.
I am anti-Chinese.
You're more inclusive. You're like, no, it's not just the Chinese. It's all of the yellow
Pat,
cultures.
when you're speaking fucking Chinese 20 years from now, remember this conversation. I am anti-Chinese because they're going to try and take over the world.
You say like America's not going to try and take over the world, bro.
We haven't extended off our continent.
That's coming.
Hopefully.
You're going to be like, listen, we're all fighting with each other. We need smarter people in America, we're going to take over another
I'm not
country.
a fan of globalism. No, not my thing.
We should take over the smartest country on the planet.
China?
Is that China?
Probably.
Well,
They're really good at math.
they're also oh my God. They're also the most
Bad
dangerous.
drivers.
Oh my God. They're not women, Tommy. Stop segregating an entire culture. God.
Some of them are women.
No, man. If we, I don't want to kill the smart people. I'm not fucking Hitler. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we should take over the smartest people and allow them. We should use them to run our government at this point.
Yeah, that's what China's doing. That's how we got the coronavirus.
All right, I'm in. I'm down with the red. Here we are.
The red?
I said, yeah, that's China. Oh my God, this is kind of like how you didn't know that police detectives were referred
the red?
to as
I don't
dicks.
get it. Why are they red?
I assume it's in regard to their flag.
Well, Japan has a white flag with a red dot on it. And
Oh yeah, I don't want a period.
that's funny. I never thought of it like that.
Oh yeah, it's basically just a pad. The Japanese flag is a feminine hygiene product.
That's fucked up. Why are you making fun of Japanese people like that.
I'm not making fun of their flag.
That's fucked up. You like when people make fun of the American flag?
What's there to make fun of? It's beautiful. The stars and bars are great.
I love it, but I bet you the Japanese don't like it too much.
Because
I.e. Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, more like Tampax Pearl. We could do this all day. The stupid flag. All right. Let's start with a blank canvas. Okay. No, this is good. This is good. Good starting point. Somebody put a red dot in the center. All right, somebody order lunch. We're done. This is great. Great work today, guys. That's how they come up with their fucking flag. Maybe they... No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
You ever watch Big Bang Theory?
Yeah. I love Sheldon.
Sheldon Cooper's
He's
flags.
What,
Fun with flags. He did a show on YouTube about it.
No.
He goes and researches all these flags, right?
Oh, okay.
We should do something like that where we look up where the Japanese flag came from. Why it is what it is.
I'm in. Tip Disney was maybe we'll have a segment on each nation's flag for every episode of the show, for the history of the show, because you want more segments.
There's only like 236 flags. That's not enough episodes.
Oh, you're not counting Black Lives Matter. You're not counting the Pride flag. There are so many flags. There are local flags.
The Pride flag is pretty easy. It's a rainbow because that's what represents
Can I
the
tell you,
gays.
I've been talking about my my disinterest in the homosexuals just as a whole absorbing refracted light. Like, they've taken the rainbow and made it a gay thing. When, let's be fair, when you see a rainbow outside, you're like, hey guys, look, it's a rainbow. Everybody likes refracted light. It's a weird natural phenomenon.
Do you want to know what I think of when I see a rainbow?
A pot of gold at the end?
Yes, a leprechaun.
Tom, let me ask you, because I'm trying to be real here. Do you think a pot of the gold? Or do you think, I wonder if at the end of this rainbow, there are those little gold-wrapped chocolate pieces. Is that what you're really thinking of? Like, whoo, piece of candy.
I say good day.
I say good day.
I say good day.
I also say good day.
I say good day.
Gooder day. I say gooder day.
Besser day.
I say have the time of... I had the time of my life.
Cut you off earlier.
It's probably best for everybody.
I say good day.
What a piece of shit.
Alright, nobody watching on YouTube. See you guys later.